Hey, welcome back to another review for the Patrick Swayze Marathon. This time it is Waking Up in Reno. Now, this movie's a time waster at best. Because, okay, Waking Up in Reno, you see the cover, says this foursome is sharing lots more than room service. Then you see this shot here. Getting so excited, I'm dropping stuff. Now, this basically seemed like it's going to be, these four interchange, as a couples that one wife will go to the other husband and so forth, like they all share. But that's not the case. Not the case at all. It's one of those movies that, the best way to put it is, it's just potatoes but no meat. You know how they say, it's the meat and potatoes. No, this doesn't have any meat to it. It's just the potatoes. It's just sort of fluff. And, okay, if you want to be fluff, it should have been even fluffier and more crazy, outlandish, funny. But then it tries to be a little bit serious, but it doesn't really go out there with that either. I know that doesn't make sense, but I'll try to get to it. I mean, the setup, it's a time waster for the cast. Setup is Billy Bob Thornton is a car salesman. He's married to Natasha Richardson, who I believe was Liam Neeson's wife. May she rest in peace. And they're going to go with another couple, Patrick Swayze, who is married to Charlize Theron. And the four of them are going to go up to Reno and stay at a hotel and go see this monster truck rally where this big thing called Robosaurus will fuck up cars. Now, the cast do a good job for what they're given. Billy Bob Thornton, even though he's playing a dick of a character, he got some chuckles on me. Patrick Swayze, he's a guy who other people put him down, so he's very quiet, very reserved. He was like, hey, how about a let's not pick on me day? And you're just waiting for him to stick up for himself. And he does in one scene in the third act, but I think you could have done a lot more with that. Natasha Richardson, she's very quiet, and she's kind of, I wouldn't say browbeaten by Billy Bob Thornton's character, but a little bit reserved. And then Charlize Theron, I liked her as an actress. I didn't really like her character in this movie. She was pretty unlikable. I mean, the acting's not the problem. I think it's more how the character is written. But it's certain things that they set up, but they don't really pay off, or they don't really go for broke on. For example, on their road trip, they stop at this place, and you've seen this in other movies where a guy, in this movie, Billy Bob Thornton, is going to get the steak, the 72-ounce steak, and he's got to eat it all in a certain amount of time, and they get this and this. You want to see that done well, watch The Great Outdoors with John Candy. Fun movie. I reviewed that when I did my John Candy Marathon, where I reviewed all of his films. Great Outdoors is a fun movie. That's how you do that scene. You actually utilize, you utilize John Candy, you make it funny. You do something with it. Here, it's unremarkable. It's really nothing happens with it. He eats it. He finishes it. Someone's like, hey, you want some more? Billy Bob goes like, and that's it. And you could have easily have cut that scene out, because really nothing is done for laughs, or it's uneventful. And that's a perfect example of, like, you set things up but you don't really do anything with them. Later on you find out that Patrick Swayze has been calling this doctor, and the doctor calls back, and doctor tells Swayze that he's sterile. But then he finds out that Charlize Theron is pregnant. That's because in one of the first scenes we, the audience, see, Charlize is cheating on Swayze and she was sleeping with Billy Bob Thornton. That is one of the things that makes me laugh with Billy Bob Thornton is Charlize is complaining about she feels dirty, and Billy Bob goes, I'm not, I'm zestfully clean. Which made me laugh because I remember that commercial for that soap, zestfully clean. So, and certain reactions, like when Billy Bob goes friends and someone slaps him, he's like, oh shit. That made me laugh as well. So Billy Bob, he had a couple chuckles on me, but it's really not that funny of a comedy. I mean, it's a time waster for the cast. I enjoyed seeing the cast. There were certain moments that made me grin where like Billy Bob and Swayze are play wrestling each other in the background when they're in the motel room. Scenes like that. When, they find out what happened, Swayze, of course, is sad. Natasha Richardson says, fuck it, and leaves. Spends some of his... But even then, the movie building up seems like it would be a thing where Swayze and Natasha Richardson, they would try to get together. Because there's even a scene early on where Swayze and her are in a pool. Swayze gives her a gift, and it's this like shot glass that Natasha Richardson wanted earlier, but Bill Bob Thornton told her no. But Swayze gave it to her as a gift. And you think, okay, they're building up to maybe these two are the ones who deserve each other and will be together. Nothing ever comes of that at all. Natasha Richardson, because she listens to, I forget if it was was it Tony Orlando? I forget who the singer was, but she listened to a singer, and then she goes back to Billy Bob Thornton too quickly. Swayze, I thought he forgave Charlize Theron way too easy. I think there should have been a lot more of Swayze really shitting on her verbally. Because she deserved it. Charlize Theron just not a likable character. She just seemed bitchy. Penelope Cruz is in this, and even like that really goes nowhere. Billy Bob Thornton tries to sleep with her. That doesn't work out. Her and Swayze have a dance. And then Charlize Theron is like, oh, he's cheating on me. I'm like, bitch, you shouldn't say shit. You cheated on him. You didn't say anything. Then you're trying to guilt Natasha Richardson like, well, Billy Bob Thornton, I forget the character's name. You don't pay attention to him and blah, blah. I'm like, Charlize Theron's character, shut the fuck up. Put a dick in your mouth and smile. Not the actress, the character. Her character sucked ass. She could suck my ass. But it is... That's what I mean, like... I've seen sitcoms where more shit went further than this. And that's one of the problems, that if you're not going to do that, don't attempt it. Just be a goofy, fun comedy, road trip movie. You do have heart to it. But you have, be like Planes, Trains, Automobiles, or be like National Lampoon's Vacation. Just go a road trip, crazy, silly with this group of people. Even the whole, like Billy Bob Thornton, oh, he got Charlize Theron pregnant. They don't even go full force with that because you find out at the end, nope, that wasn't the case. The doctor was just wrong, and Swayze isn't sterile, and it is his kid. So again, nothing is really... What this film should have been, again, to me, it should have just been a flat-out, fun, balls-to-the-wall comedy. With these four on the road, stopping upon various places. But if you don't go the other route, have it be where Swayze and Natasha Richardson, they do get together by the end. And that was the whole point of the movie. And that these two are, slime balls and they deserve each other. Especially now that Billy Bob, and you should have had, now Billy Bob, that's his kid and her, and they don't get together. That's the direction I think they should have gone with, but that's just my opinion. So overall, I do think Swayze gives a good performance. It's a different kind of role. He is much more quiet, reserved, And again, it's nice when he finally stands up for himself. Is I'm going to take take ass and take names. But I wish more would have been done with that. Again, I think if you're a fan of the characters, it's worth a watch for the characters. I really do believe that. But don't expect don't expect much. I would say that. So that's, at the end of the day, it's a time waster. I don't hate the film. I don't know if I'd ever see the film again, but at least Billy Bob did get a couple chuckles out of me, and for the most part, I did like the cast, except Charlize. Her character was just too bitchy for me, too unlikable. And it's like, shit or you're off the pot. Go full force with it or don't fucking attempt it. But that's just my opinion. By the way, thanks for watching. Take care. We'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.